Greetings, brave warriors of Australia. We have claimed the throne from Perth. Really great to meet you. My name is Baron Axe. This is my friend.
Jesselina?
That's no good. A bit heavier than that one. Come on.
Jesselina!
And it's really great to meet you. I hope you're enjoying the show. Metal Down Under Thrash.
Those dirty freaking alpacas! Set sail on!
Hey! How often do you play the East Coast, you guys? Or have you ever played the East Coast?
We played once.
We've actually only, this is the second time I've been to, third time I've been to Sydney, but with the band second time. Okay. We toured with Ailstorm.
Okay,
but that was pretty much our first national support tour. Mm-hmm. And we did actually really well in Sydney. It was our first show that we did. Okay. And we sold so much merch and everyone loved us. Good feedback again. And we got so smashed. It was great. And like spewing on stage, the best.
We loved everyone as well. Everyone was really, welcoming to a Perth band coming over, supporting a big international band. So it's really cool that people from the eastern states sort of, say g'day to us and get into it and everything. It's really, really good fun, and last year was really awesome, our first tour.
What is the metal scene like on the West Coast? Because I can name a few bands. Like, how does it compare to the East Coast, I guess? What do you find?
The shows that we've done already over here seem pretty similar. I guess if you go to, international touring bands, they're pretty similar. I've heard that the local shows over on the east don't go, so huge as the ones in Perth. I think people are really loyal to their local bands, and everyone knows each other. It's sort of, I think with Western Australia, it's pretty cruisy place, pretty smaller population, I guess, in Perth than a lot of the other big cities. So yeah, you go to a show, you bump into every single person you know, and people come out to every single one.
Yeah, and we're usually the state that misses out on like the big, like tourists didn't come to Perth, and there's actually a lot of people in Perth that love those kind of bands, and Finntroll, I reckon, will be, our show's Monday night, and I reckon that we'll be pretty successful there. Yeah. Local bands that support them, everyone else wants to support as well, so. Our journey has been long, in pride we sing this song, it's time to tell our tale.
Talk about your new album. Firstly, what's it called?
It's called Triumph and Beyond. We had our EP was out the previous year, so it took us about 1 year to write the whole thing all up. We spent about 2 weeks recording it, mixing and mastering and everything. And yeah, we're pretty happy with it. We've got a much different lineup than we did previously. A new drummer. It's all about winning battles and celebrating victory. Triumph and Beyond. So relate it to your own life, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Is the band specifically themed? Like, are you a Viking metal band or a something?
It's hard coming from Australia. People will just go, "What are you guys doing playing that sort of music?"
But we do incorporate we had, koalas and kookaburras in our not koalas, sorry, kookaburras in the sound effects and stuff like that, and just to make it sound a bit more, our own style, because that you can't really say, we didn't have Vikings in Australia, so.
It's a Scandinavian style of music and things, and, we don't want people to think that we're stealing the genre or anything like that. We just really, really enjoy the music, so.
We do.
you know, we don't talk about Vikings, we don't talk about pirates, we don't talk about any specific mythology or anything.
And we talk about having fun with our friends.
You know, we use some warrior lyrics and things, but we like people to think of it metaphorically, you know, towards, you know, being a warrior in your own life, you know, setting goals, achieving things, and celebrating, getting really drunk afterwards with all your mates, and, you know, that sort of Australian vibe, so.
Do you think there is a, I don't know, a uniquely Australian sort of metal sound or genre or something specifically that's come out of this country? What do you think? I don't know.
It's hard. I think the most Australian sounding metal band for me is Alchemist. They have, you know, I think in the album Organism there's a didgeridoo sound and stuff like that, and I think they just have an Australian sounding vibe in the throughout it.
And we've been lucky enough to play with them as well and support them and get to know them and, you know, make fun of them.
Have some more wine.
I will.
But I think Australian grind, you can sometimes tell it's a bit Australian. It's I don't know what it is exactly. Yeah, it's always really ochre and stuff, and I think that is one of the best bits of metal that comes out of Australia. Grind, even just Blood Duster. At the moment, there's Cunt Scrape from WA, and
name drop a few Western Australian bands that people should check out, because I mean the East Coast is far too overrepresented. So name drop some Western Australian bands, because you know.
Cunt Scrape, we just said.
They're the best. They
excellent.
really
porn grindcore.
I'm allowed to swear on here because they're
It's
fucking rad.
YouTube.
Who's really big at the moment? I think Voyager are doing pretty well for themselves.
And they're supporting Ailstorm, who we supported the last national tour.
Yep.
But you've got heaps. Gallows For Grace are a great tech metal band, and there's Grotesque. There is seriously a lot of bands, and I don't want to miss anyone out by name dropping things. But
they've been doing really well in the metal scene.
they've got an Australian tour happening this year, I think. But there's all sorts. Any genre you're into, we've got it over there. So yeah.